SMT Nation, we back. Nation, T-Mobile has tried some pretty messed up things in the past to try to get people to pay more for services. And the way that they do it is, it's kind of gutless. And I'm going to explain what I mean by this, because now there's rumblings potentially of T-Mobile raising, the pricing of their home internet service. I want to talk about that concept. And I want to kind of use this article as a reference for you. And I know some people sometimes don't understand what I do. I present past articles because they connect to things that are coming in the future. So before anyone goes into the comments saying, that article has nothing to do with this video, listen to the things that I'm saying. Actually open your mind and listen. I'm going to connect these ideas so that way you can kind of understand where things are projecting. Okay, so the Linda Hardesty article, T-Mobile is going to migrate customers to higher cost plans. That situation totally backfired, but it's telling about where things are going in the future. So watch out. Here we go. All right, article will be linked in the description. Ways to support the SMT you could find in the description as well. Rumblings are that the T-Mobile CEO, internally at T-Mobile, the industry projection is for price increases, and this would include potentially T-Mobile's 5G home internet service. What is it about T-Mobile's 5G home internet service that makes it ripe for a price increase? Well, it's a fact that people are buying it at a really fast pace. And what we learned about Verizon is when they saw that the take rate was really high, they knew what they could do is, in order to meet that demand, slow the demand, however you want to refer to it, they could raise pricing. And they saw the NPS scores were very good, and they saw the churn rate was stable and low. When you get that type of feedback from customers, when they're happy to leave cable and they're happy to be with you, you realize you can charge more. That is what's going to happen. Yes, I do think T-Mobile is going to raise pricing. Hell, T-Mobile CEO Mike Sievert even suggested at the UBS investor conference this week that they were looking to probably move in this direction, right? So T-Mobile using words like experimenting with the price hikes and rates. Price action is a word that gets thrown around. They want to push the limits of what they can get away with because they're under pressure, people. These businesses are under pressure to perform. They have investors who are starving for revenues and margins, returns on their investment. T-Mobile has dumped tens of millions of dollars in their network since the merger, plus the spending on the merger, plus leveraging debt, all those things. These businesses need to generate returns on invested capital. And this is how they do it with things like price hikes. Now, to kind of put in the perspective of the consumer, because this has all been the business angle, as long as the service is good and the price hike is not egregious, a customer should be willing to just take it on the chin as long as they can still afford it. If they can't afford it, they move on from the service. Now, if you don't have another option, that makes things very difficult and murky. But the T-Mobile 5G home internet has enjoyed some incredible growth, and people have been taking to the service. T-Mobile knows this, and they will likely try to capitalize on this. So when I look at the past, when T-Mobile tried to move customers to higher cost rate plans and it totally backfired, it got so out of control that the T-Mobile CEO even had to come out and make a public statement and bold-face lie to the general public and blame the media for coverage on it, to show you the lengths that he will go to try to save face and try to look like a good dude. Ain't no good dude. These are businesses, people. These are corporations. Price hikes are a standard in the industry. The inflation rates are starting to dip, yet they're going to raise pricing. You guys get what I'm saying here? It's not about me being pro-corporate. It's about understanding corporate. It's about understanding the landscape in the industry. So I try to present those things here in my content, and I try to get you to forward look into the future as how things are going to play out. Expect a price hike from T-Mobile 5G home internet. They saw Verizon get away with it. They've tried it before. You might be able to save some money so long as you will bundle services with them, and stuff like that. So there's ways to get it cheaper. But hey, you're a consumer and you've got to do what's best for you, and they're a business and they're going to do what's best for them. It's a little bit of a tug of war, right? The nice thing is, folks, you're going to have options, right? Verizon's coming with their service. AT&T, cable's building, right? The more competitors we have, the better the price can kind of stabilize amongst them. And that's a good thing too. So help is on the way. Anyways, tell me what you guys think of all this. Sound off in the comment section below. The voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.